Sometimes science brings a few surprises our way. Just when we think we know all there is about managing blood sugar, something unexpected pops up. A reminder that the body is more intricate than we could ever imagine. Picture this. You're in your kitchen, staring at some common ingredients, not knowing they could hold more power for managing blood sugar than you ever thought. You might have read about the basics of diabetes care: exercise, medications, and the standard advice about what to eat and what to avoid. But sometimes, the most interesting part of science lies in the small details we tend to overlook. Before we continue, I'd like to tell you about Diacelan, a powerful blend of 13 natural ingredients, each carefully selected for their proven ability to support healthy blood sugar levels, enhance insulin sensitivity, and promote overall wellness. You can read more on diacelan.com. Imagine, for instance, the way researchers have turned their attention not just to exotic herbs or unfamiliar supplements, but to foods that might be sitting on your counter or in your pantry right now. Science doesn't always look for something extraordinary to provide a breakthrough. It's often the ordinary things, those that we see every day, that hold some incredible potential. Recently, several studies have uncovered unexpected benefits of certain familiar foods, and their impact on blood sugar control has made them worthy of the spotlight. You might be surprised by some of these findings. The idea that a few foods that aren't talked about as much as the classic choices like oats or leafy greens can help control blood sugar may seem far-fetched, but the research tells us otherwise. So here we are, diving into a selection of foods that not only carry a surprising punch in terms of taste, but might also have powerful benefits for diabetes management. And it's worth every moment to take a closer look at these. As we go on, let's uncover some that might make you reconsider their place in your diet. One of these is bitter melon. Not usually a crowd favorite, it's a staple in certain Asian cuisines, and it's starting to get its deserved spotlight for the impressive impact it can have on blood glucose levels. There's been a surge in studies focusing on this unusual vegetable. In a 2021 clinical trial, participants who incorporated bitter melon into their diets showed a noticeable reduction in fasting blood glucose levels compared to those who didn't. The compounds found in bitter melon, including polypeptide P, work a bit like insulin, helping glucose get where it needs to be. It's a peculiar flavor, bitter as the name suggests, but that very flavor might be just the nudge your body needs to process sugar more effectively. Then there's something almost as intriguing: flax seed. Imagine this small, unassuming seed packed with fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, working behind the scenes to help keep blood sugar levels steady. Studies have shown that consuming ground flaxseed daily can significantly improve insulin sensitivity, especially in people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. It's easy to sprinkle flaxseed over salads, blend it into a smoothie, or add it to your breakfast cereal. Plus, flaxseed brings with it a load of good fats, which make it a dual-purpose food. It's not only about controlling blood sugar, but also about keeping your heart happy, a crucial factor for people with diabetes. Speaking of the unexpected, cinnamon is another one. We all think of cinnamon as a simple spice for our desserts or lattes, but it's turning out to be so much more. Several studies have pointed towards its ability to lower fasting blood glucose levels. Cinnamon contains bioactive components that mimic insulin and improve insulin sensitivity, making it a popular natural alternative for glucose control. Adding a teaspoon or so to your morning oatmeal or tea might sound minor, but it's one of those small changes that could bring a shift in the big picture of diabetes management. It has the added bonus of being delicious, warming, and comforting. Sometimes it's these little things that can help make a routine sustainable. Now, let's talk about the real surprise on the list. If someone had told you that fermented foods might play a role in diabetes control, you might have shrugged it off. But here we are. Fermented foods like kimchi, kefir, and sauerkraut are gaining attention for their role in improving gut health, and through that, their indirect impact on blood sugar control. Recent studies have shown that gut health is intricately linked to how our body handles glucose. Fermented foods help to populate the gut with beneficial bacteria, improving the gut microbiome, which in turn helps in regulating the glucose response. A healthy gut often means a better managed insulin response, and there's growing evidence that incorporating fermented foods could help create a healthier balance in people struggling with blood sugar issues. The fascinating part about all of this is how interconnected the body truly is. A healthy gut might mean improved mental health, lower inflammation, and, as studies are increasingly suggesting, better blood sugar control. The connection between gut health and diabetes has been a growing area of research, but fermented foods are a simple way to contribute to that balance without relying on supplements. The sour, tangy flavor of fermented vegetables or a glass of kefir can be an acquired taste, but the impact could be well worth it. We're not stopping there. One of the often overlooked fruits that's beginning to shine in diabetes research is the humble guava. Rich in fiber and containing fewer sugars compared to other fruits, guava has been found to stabilize blood sugar levels and keep them from spiking after meals. Eating guava, with its seeds intact, slows down the digestion of sugars, giving your body time to adjust and keeping that sugar spike more manageable. A recent study from India showed how participants who consumed guava daily had lower post-meal blood sugar levels compared to those who didn't. It's delicious, packed with nutrients, and, interestingly, helps bridge the gap for people who want to enjoy fruit without the constant worry about sugar content. If there's one more contender worth mentioning, it's the unexpected yet soothing addition of aloe vera juice. Known mostly for its skin-soothing properties, aloe vera contains compounds that seem to support pancreatic function. Researchers have found evidence that consuming small amounts of aloe vera juice can help reduce both fasting glucose and HbA1c levels over time. It might sound strange, drinking something usually slathered on sunburns, but aloe vera has been used in traditional medicine for centuries for internal healing, and science is catching up to explain why. The take-home message here is not just about these specific foods. It's about being open to the unexpected, the ingredients that you wouldn't think of at first glance when considering diabetes management. From bitter melons with their sharp, unique flavor to flax seed sprinkled in smoothies, from that comforting dash of cinnamon to the fermented tang of kimchi, every one of these foods carries more than what meets the eye. And it's that hidden potential, that surprising punch that could help people on their journey with diabetes, making life just a little bit easier and more flavorful. The next time you find yourself standing in the kitchen, staring at an ingredient like guava or wondering how to incorporate a bit of aloe vera into your day, remember that managing blood sugar isn't always about restriction. Sometimes it's about exploration. Adding these foods can feel like a small, hopeful act, something positive that you can do that contributes to better health without overhauling your life overnight. And maybe, just maybe, it's those small steps and unexpected finds that make the biggest difference.